Porsche Boxster 981, and today I'm going to share with you why this 981 was the best Boxster ever made. I have always been dubious about the Porsche Boxster, particularly the 986 and the 987, but when the launch of the 981 took place in Geneva in 2012, I reviewed all of the performance figures. I loved the design, the new shape, and I decided that I would investigate it further and take the plunge and purchase my first Boxster 981. I also took a bit of time to check out all the reviews on YouTube, and the info or the video that made my final decision was Chris Harris's video on the 981 Boxster S, and that was my deciding factor, and I was able to find myself a very low mileage Porsche Boxster 981 in a beautiful bronze gold with a black soft top and black leather upholstery, and I decided this was the vehicle for me, and I made the purchase. When I received the vehicle, it was the best decision I'd ever made. It was a fantastic vehicle, and post my delivery I've thoroughly enjoyed the Boxster, both its driving, its performance, the experience, absolutely fantastic. And it is the car that I choose over and above my 911 when I want to go out on the road for a drive. It has been my best purchase to date. But once I had the vehicle for a while, I decided that I would make some changes, and I refer back to Chris's video where he refers to the interior as being good quality. I did not find the same in my Boxster, so I decided that I would redo the interior to suit my own tastes, and I redid it in black leather with specific red and grey stitching, a beautiful design, and that has personalized the interior, and I've been a lot happier to drive and enjoy the experience within the cabin. Then I was also not happy with the quality and the condition of the roof of my Boxster at the time. It was a black roof. The car was a very low mileage. It was under 30,000 kilometers, but the roof looked as though it had been through the wars, and I decided that I would change the roof, and I then replaced it with a red roof, which was a far better contrast with the bronze color of the car. A fabulous decision, and I've got to say it's made it a whole different car. So those are the two things I made a change to, and to date the car has been an absolute pleasure to drive, and I get lots and lots of looks while I'm on the road, and it has been the best purchase I have ever made. Then one of the best features I have on my 981, which I enjoy thoroughly, is my soft top. And as I'm sure you're aware, you have to take it down at below 50 kilometers an hour, and when you take the top down you can experience that wonderful open top driving, a fantastic experience in the Boxster. And what is so positive for me is that you can take the top down within a few seconds, and then your wind deflector and all of the requirements to give you a pleasurable drive within the vehicle is in place. You don't have to put wind deflectors in place manually. Everything is there, and you can experience the drive without having to change and remove and put in place various different wind deflectors. That is very similar to my 911. Everything is in place, and it's opening the roof and it's done, and you can enjoy the open top driving. And the same when you want to close the roof, you slow down to 50 k's and you close your roof. And what is fantastic is that when the roof is closed, it is perfectly quiet inside the vehicle, almost as though you're driving a coupe. The decibel levels are acceptable and quiet, and I've got to say that the soft top provided by Porsche on the 981 definitely deadens the sound to a level that is pleasurable inside the cabin. Then the third item that I wanted to improve on my Boxster S 981 was the performance of the engine. And originally the 981 Boxster was rated at 315 brake horsepower, 0 to 100 in just 5 seconds. And what I did was I requested my Porsche technicians to remove all the factory limitations on the engine, and that definitely delivered some very rewarding results. For example, instead of being able to achieve a top speed of 280 kilometers an hour, we managed to add another 10 kilometers, so 290 kilometers an hour. And then as far as the 0 to 100 performance is concerned, that improved also significantly. Instead of the 5 seconds 0 to 100, we managed to get it to 4.5 seconds 0 to 100, which basically shaved off 0.5, but I got to say it feels a lot faster than just 0.5. But some fantastic results, and the car is far more exciting to drive now, even though I can't say it wasn't exciting to drive before this was done. But real great results, and it feels a lot faster than what I just shared with you. So really exciting and rewarding as far as the upgrades we've done to the 981. Then I refer back to Chris's video, and one of the things he refers to is the electric steering and the negative press that it received when the car was launched. But I've got to be honest, the electric steering for me is altogether fine. I enjoy it. It's good. The only thing I find is that on a wet road, on a rainy day, you don't have the same feel on the road. The transfer of the road is not as good as a hydraulic steering, but that's about all as far as the electric steering is concerned. Beyond that, it's perfect. I have no problem at all. Then the other was the electronic handbrake, which sits under the steering on the right hand side closest to the door, and to be honest, it's not a worry for me. It works, and I don't have a problem with it at all. Then as part of our video today, we are traveling toward Hout Bay, a small town in the Cape Peninsula of South Africa, and we're going to be driving through the Hout Bay pass, which is called Chapman's Peak. We're going to go through the pass one way, and then we're going to return from the other side back to Hout Bay. And as part of this video, do join us and enjoy the wonderful scenery of both the Indian and the Atlantic Ocean. And so here we go. I've added an animation of the Chapman's Peak drive just so that you can view and understand the route that we are driving. Chapman's Peak stands imposing at the heart of Chapman's Peak Drive, connecting Hout Bay with Noordhoek along one of the most dramatic marine routes in the world that hugs the coast of the Atlantic seaboard for a whole 9 kilometers. And today we are driving on that route. I will attempt to give you some commentary on the Chapman's Peak Drive, which climbs steadily from the harbour of Hout Bay just behind us, skirting 114 curves of Chapman's Peak to follow the rocky coastline along some of the truly magnificent views of the sandy bays below. Just above us, you will note the concrete galleries that were constructed in 1999 over a 3-year period to prevent rock falls from hitting passing motorists, and it has made the pass far more usable, and I enjoy taking my Porsche on drives and enjoying all the 114 curves and bends and enjoying the panoramic views in my open top car and enjoying all of the incredible scenery from the one side of Hout Bay through to Noordhoek. There you go, that was my Porsche Boxster 981, and now you understand why the Porsche Boxster 981 was the best Boxster ever made. If you liked our video, don't forget to give us the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.